What's up? Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm chilling. I'm at the crib, chilling. Want to talk to you a minute. um, invite somebody, share. You don't mind. Sorry. All right. So we're talking about emotional thinkers, responders, and toxic relationship. Before we get started, got to plug this computer up. There we go. So I was reading an article about toxic relationships, and one of the things that it pointed out how we generally we place toxic relationships on a certain level. For instance, physical abuse. We believe that that is the only realm of toxic behavior that a person can have, and it got me to thinking. There's there's um, there's all kind of toxic relationships that people are in, and the reason people stay in these toxic relationships, just to be honest with y'all, is they lack something that the perpetrator is giving, and because in most cases they love the abuser, they see the good in them, and they can't really see all of them now. um, and we're about to get into some of those traits, but it works on a multiplicity of levels. Um, this morning, if you get a chance, go look at Coffee Time. Um, we talked about Andrea Mitchell. Uh, oof, I'm behind. I was intended to reach out to you on yesterday. What's happening is my schedule is split. So start the day 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm out of the house by 4. Then I have a window in the afternoon for about 2 or 3 hours where I work on some other stuff. Then I have to jump back on another assignment that I have. Today, I just decided I wasn't going to do. Today, yeah, I just decided what I should do or what I should be doing. And I'm going to chill. I'm going to relax a little bit, breathe. So, who's on? Andrea Mitchell, hello. Jared Brown, hello. Gary Randolph, what up, bro? Tasha Lockett, hello. Um, hello. What up, bro? You all do me a favor. Invite somebody to share real quick. Um, so let's start with let me back up. Let's start with emotional thinkers, emotional responders. You have people who they're just emotional thinkers. They think inside of their emotions. In other words, every thought that is in their mind, they absorb. And because they absorb what they're thinking, um, they feel what they're thinking, and it is real to them. Then they respond out of how they feel. So they feel what they're thinking, they respond out of how they feel. And the danger of that is a lot of truth that is given. Truth should never be taken personal. Truth should be given to make personal changes. I'll say that again. Truth shouldn't be taken personal. Truth is given to make personal changes. It's meant for application. So when a person tells you the truth, that truth that they are giving you, that truth that they are offering to you, is supposed to make you better. But what most people do, especially emotional thinkers, is they respond out of the emotions that they feel, and they totally disregard what's being said, and their focal point is on how they feel. So instead of responding, they're reacting, and they're reacting to the emotions or the emotional place that they're in. And these people can be very, very, very tricky because they are who they are based on how they feel about what they're thinking. And those feeling changes, and because feelings change, their mood changes. And because their mood changes, they go with the wind of their emotions. So rationale is absent in their life, and they're governed by their mood. Now, these people are generally good hearted people, but they're undisciplined people because everything is about how they feel, and it's about everything that you said to make them feel the way that they feel. They don't take responsibility over their feelings. Um, they hold you accountable for how they feel. Now, some of these people are abusive because they use their feelings to gain an advantage over you. So they try to make you feel a certain kind of way to gain an advantage. And once you feel, or once they feel they have the advantage, they use it to manipulate and control situations. So they'll get mad because they lack discipline. And in the heat of their anger, they will blame you for being that mad. They don't take responsibility on why they are the way that they are. They blame you for being the way that they are. They're really dangerous because anything that causes you to not accept responsibility um, keeps you in the state that you're in. And generally, it's a very unhealthy state. So, you have these people that you didn't do what they felt like you should have done. And as a result of that, you made them upset. You have these people where you have to walk on eggshells around them. No matter what you do, it's not enough. They're very needy people. They call you, they blow your cell phone up, they send you 20, 30 text messages, and if you do not respond, then they target you as being a source of the problem or contributing factor to whatever they're going through. So now you have to tiptoe around them because you don't want to set them off. Honestly, not because you're afraid of them. You're just not in the mood. And they generally sit in a seat or a place in our lives where there is something that they offer that we need. And they know that. And they use that against you to gain control and power. Let me tell you something about abusers. Abuse only works off power. If you remove the power, you can stop the abuse. Abusers, people that are responsible for doing the right thing the wrong way, abnormal use. Those people need power. They need an advantage. So if you're making changes in your life, you're trying to get better, and it's not carefully articulated to them, they take everything personal. Because remember, they're also emotional thinkers and emotional responders. So they move according to their mood. Don't you ever try to understand a moody person that move according to their mood, because they're navigating their life by the narrative that they have in their own head. And if it's not you, if you're not the person that's causing the problem, it's going to be somebody else. And again, these people are very, very conniving. They're deceitful because they try to make you pay for how they feel. Now, when things are good, uh, they'll express their love towards you, their love to you. When things are bad and you're not there for them, they hold you accountable in some way or another for what they're going through. Now, you can generally pick these people out because they don't have a lot of friends. The reason they don't have a lot of friends, everybody's not willing to put up with their abuse. Everybody doesn't have the patience to deal with them, and everybody's not willing to put up with their crap, if I can say it that way. So, to the people that aren't willing to put up with their junk, they get rid of them quickly and dismiss them quickly. Be careful of people who do not have the discipline to be able to manage relationships. Every time you turn around, they're falling out with somebody. Something is wrong with those people. Everybody that comes in your life can't be wrong. Even if they are wrong, you know, because we're going to have those people and we're going to encounter those situations. Even if people are wrong, you're going to have to move and flow with wisdom in who you're dealing with. But people who can't manage, they can't handle relationships, they're always falling out with somebody, they're always trying to make you feel some kind of way. Those people are dangerous and they're toxic. And you don't need those toxic relationships in your life. Um, Remember, I told you that the abuser, the perpetrator, has to have power. They have to have control. So they'll call you and talk to you for 90 minutes about what they're going through, what they're experiencing, their joys, their successes. They'll talk to you 90 minutes about that. Now, when you get ready to talk, they got to go because they got another call or there's something else pulling on them. You need to know that these people aren't your friends. Let me tell you, they aren't your friends. They're pulling from you the emotional support that they need, and they're not willing to give what they are taking. April Michelle, what's going on? Tasha Lockett, what's up? Jared Brown, hey there. They're not willing to give what they're taking. Here's why. It's never about you. It's always going to be about them. They always have some drama going on. There's always some sad song that they have to sing because you got to remember that the source of their power comes from being in control. So they'll try to gain control over misfortunes, deaths, disappointments, whatever advantage and whatever they can use to gain an advantage. That's what they're going to use because they thrive off of being in control. They dominate every conversation. You don't have room to say nothing. You can't even breathe. So you have to really be careful how you deal with these type people because if you aren't careful, they'll turn on you and make you think something's wrong with you. All right. That's all I got. I wanted to get on and talk about that a little bit. We talked about it this morning. We got into it. There's so much that's connected. Uh, there's so much that's connected to this. Um, and generally, just being honest, many of us, because of our good hearts, because we're willing to help people, we don't really pay attention to the warning signs that these people are abusive. They're emotionally abusive. Um, and let me tell you where this dysfunction happens the most. And I know I said I was going to go, but let me tell you where it happens the most. It generally happens the most in a marriage, love relationship, and it happens amongst family. Now you're gonna have a few girlfriends, guy friends that are like that as well. They have to be in control. Anyone that has to be in control all the time and are willing to use any story or anything to gain that control, I can promise you they're the abusers. They're always down. Nothing ever goes right. It's always woe is me. And you have to be careful with those people because I'm telling you, they will frustrate the grace that is in you and they will cause you to reject the right people that should be in your life because they will wear you out emotionally and psychologically to the point that you don't have strength or the energy to deal with anybody. They will make you turn on the people that are good for you and good to you. So you really have to monitor this. You have to be careful with these type people because they're sent to drain you. They are psychological leeches, and their assignment is to drain and suck the life out of you. And once they have the life, they move on to somebody else. Um, I'm gonna give you something else to ponder, to consider when you're dealing with emotional thinkers, responders. Um, I told you they never accept responsibility. The reason they don't accept responsibility is they don't think anything's wrong. Now, in a lot of these people, when it comes to their craft, their occupation, they're extremely good at what they do and they know it. And they use what they're good at to gain an advantage. I was getting ready to go, but I need to hit this before I go. Managers, pastors, evangelists, prophets, not all of them, but a lot of these conditions and can be seen in leaders. Yeah. They're good at what they do, but they're bad. They're bad at people relationships. They don't know. Um, they don't have the discipline to properly manage people. It's generally with these people, do as I say, not as I do. Because they're going to always create some gap to give themselves grace and make themselves the victim. I'm telling you, these people are dangerous. So you got to monitor these people when you find out who they are. Because I love you, love does not mean communion. Love doesn't even mean fellowship. The proof of love is my position or the position of my heart towards you and not necessarily proximity to you. I can be in love with you and love you from a distance. All right. That's all I got. Thank you all for tuning in. I think I'm a little full now. Got that off me. Make sure you tune in tomorrow morning, Coffee Time on YouTube. We're not on Facebook anymore with Coffee Time. Coffee Time can only be seen on YouTube, 7:30 in the morning. Look forward to seeing you there. Y'all have a great night.